So I moved into this house about 10 years ago. Never had a possum problem back then, but I think with me planting out the backyard with fruit trees, obviously they like being in my backyard for various reasons. There was an old possum here that was a big male dominant possum. He looked like he had an accident. I went through Frankston Council and got an aware officer volunteered to come and pick him up. He wasn't in a good way. But it took about 2 weeks before a new possum came along. So there's a new younger male possum here that's established this area as a territory. So you can see some of the makeshift things that I've done. I've put a bit of old guttering up that pole. It does prevent the possum going up and down there. This one here climbs up to the top if I come out but gets stuck at the top. It's done some damage on this pole here. I've got to do something a bit more permanent to keep the possums off these wooden poles, probably a bit of flashing or something like that to stop it climbing up. The other thing that I have is a little bit of a spray. I'll spray that on the decking to keep it off. The possum will come along and do its droppings along here as it's searching for food and marks its territory, which is quite unclean. The other things that I do, chuck a bit of netting up. I've got the bamboo gracilis growing on the side there. My espalier I've tried to protect. I cut it down off the top line of the trellis there. It was nibbling up the top. That's okay. It doesn't really like the lemons so much, but it'll sit on top of this orange tree and try and get what it can. So obviously it's hungry. I know that when my apricot tree starts to flower and bloom, it will come and strip the tree because the leaves must be sweet for it. So I'm setting up a bit of a structure here to throw up some netting. Yeah, it's come along and tried some of my avocados. It's eaten half and decided it doesn't like it because I think there's something in it really bitter or unhealthy for them that I don't like. So these ones are surviving without any netting. I've got my plum trees over here which I've netted. The possum stripped all the new buds last year as it started coming out, so I'm going to keep it up. And there's an orange tree in the back there with ripe oranges that I'm going to pick in a week or two. I had to make sure that I had it closed off on the bottom because it was getting another net. I had it just flowing there and it realised that it could get in there. So you've just got to be on top of things. And when my apple tree starts flowering again, I'll put the net back up on this structure too. So I'll be interested in hearing what your approaches are to managing possums.